2.
1, 2, 3.
I've listened to a lot of India Ari. Indy.
I am not my hair. I am not his skin. Yes, that's still one of my favorite songs. I never get tired of that song. I am not my hair.
I love brown skin.
I like that too.
I got a couple of songs of hers that I like. Anywho.
So, hey everybody, it's your boy Martel.
And it's me, Miss Angee. How are you?
Oh, hopefully you guys are doing okay. I have to address something here. I have to. She knows it. She kind of has no idea what I'm talking about. Recently, we had a comment from somebody who stated that she laughs too much in our podcast, and I'm here to tell you, no, the fuck she don't. I love her laugh. Her laugh adds humanity to our conversations because
it's infectious.
It is. Truth be told, it is. But it's always good because I've heard podcasts where people are just
they're
just talking and they're so dry and it's just like, you know what?
Personally, I love it.
I like it too because if you can't laugh and you
Yeah.
can't be natural, then why are you even talking on the damn microphone? Honestly,
Why are you on the mic?
Why is it? Don't be testing the mic. Check 1 2 1 2. Unplug that shit and sell it back where you got it from.
No,
How have you been?
I have been well.
Good. Life treating you well?
Life has been wonderful.
Oh, good. I can say it's been interesting for me too. I got another car.
Yay!
Yeah, I'm excited. I sold my other one to my best friend because she needed transportation.
He got a big man car now.
Oh my gosh, it's only a Ford Escape.
He don't look like he's cramped into a toy car.
I swear.
No more. I've been wanting to say that. I just didn't want to hurt your feelings. I mean, like, you need a damn grown man car.
Hindsight being 2020, I've kind of felt like I was laying into my car.
He needed a grown man car.
Although Ghost Rider, beautiful.
Dude, you 50.
Still beauty. So I'm 50, and guess what?
Is it like a half a seater?
No. There's ain't no car seats allowed in this. No. Not even let you even go continue with that. But yes, I am blessed. I have another vehicle.
Yay!
And it's definitely gonna be more conducive for me to travel. Since, I travel to conventions and tournaments and stuff like that.
You can pack plenty of shit in your car.
Yeah, and I can actually take friends.
What?
Shocking.
I'm gonna ride?
Yeah, girl, yes!
We can go together.
Yes! I can pick her up and we can go to the movies now.
Yes, and I don't have to drive my SUV.
There's always a purpose behind it.
My mom's car.
Hopefully you guys have been doing okay.
Personally think that my car is a minivan. It's not a minivan.
Oh no, hers is. Whoever says a minivan obviously is blind. That thing
not
is
a
gorgeous.
Minivan.
That thing, and she gets in.
Maybe it might
adjust,
be a mom car.
Wheel adjust, all that adjust. I love it. It's literally like, man, it's like a literal car.
Have you ever been in my car?
Once.
Okay.
And it's addicting. That's how I stay out of it. Because that car is just like, I don't want to go anywhere. Where are we going?
I do plenty of strange things for that.
Anywho, we're not going to go there. Some people are like, oh, you find that out offline. But all has been well in our world. Thank you so much for coming checking us out. Thank you to our new subscribers.
Yeah. Your boy. How you doing?
Yeah, we obviously got to do a shout out for all the new subscribers and the people who have been hitting us up since day one. I am just happy that we have a crew that wants to
day one
engage, and
all of them.
Don't forget to throw comments out there.
All three of them.
All three. So I guess the rest of them belong to me. Okay, whatever. Don't see. You see what I got to deal with. You see this? But
I don't know.
But to everyone who's been checking us out, thank you.
I appreciate you guys. This is all in fun.
Yeah, and we want to just put our own spin on different things.
You guys.
And if there's something you want us to talk about,
hey, hit us up in the comments or send us an email. Blerdicorn Speaks at gmail.com.
She almost spilled that when I was like,
I was like, wait a minute, what's our email?
Oh my gosh, see, that would be too
Or
much.
you can hit us up on Facebook. We're also on
Instagram, and we are on Twitter.
And we are on Twitter.
Yes, and we love to be active on our own accounts. My account is...
I used to live tweet during Game of Thrones. I don't have a show to live tweet now. If there's a show that you want me to watch and you want me to live tweet while I'm watching,
this is the live tweet queen. I don't
hit us
have
up
that.
in the
I don't have that
comments.
kind of.
Ooh, I could do it with Watchmen.
Speaking of which, we are going to actually start reviewing Watchmen.
Yeah.
We're gonna watch it together. We're gonna review it together. As you all know, I also do Black Lightning on my channel, so I haven't done the latest episode yet. But this new season is freaking fire.
Did it get renewed?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes. I don't know.
I
And someone asked me about the other CW shows. I'm interested in Batwoman. That one looks interesting.
I thought Batwoman was coming on the DC.
It is, but it's still interesting to me. Well, no. It's on CW.
It's on. Is it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm thinking about? Catwoman.
Oh, okay.
Never mind.
I opened my CW app and saw Batwoman. I said, "Word, okay, let's do that." All right.
There's a CW app.
Yeah. And it's on my phone and it's on my iPad.
Okay.
So
I used to watch Flash.
I gotta get back into
Actually, I
watching
used
Flash.
to watch Green Arrow. I used to watch Flash. I used to watch all of the CW DC shows.
So did I when I actually had time.
Well, no, my significant other at the time, he's a big Blerd, and it kept me abreast of the shows. Because otherwise, I wouldn't watch.
And so now you focused. You got your own interest now on your own.
It's not that I'm not interested.
No. I say you're interested now because you
right.
You morphed into that.
I kind of got pissed. I stopped watching The Flash when he went back in altered time, and I didn't like how the storyline was going.
Crisis on Infinite Earths.
When he went back and he saved his mom.
Oh, the Flashpoint storyline.
Yeah, so
I thought that was freaking phenomenal.
Once he got back to his current time and all the shit show he had caused, and I just lost interest in the show.
Oh, okay. But it actually got really good later.
Flash is actually one of my favorite characters.
I got to get back into watching the show. The show has actually gotten good. Arrow, I just really drifted away from that. But I love Legends of Tomorrow. Anything that brings different heroes together to do things, I get a kick out of.
Yeah, I never could get into Legends of Tomorrow.
But I am officially starting to watch Titans. And
about time.
Hey,
I almost called you a derogatory term.
Anyways. Just because I haven't watched it doesn't mean I don't love it. I mean, come on now. I have my Marv Wolfman Teen Titan comics in that box behind you.
I'll finish it. I'll finish it because I stopped watching because I didn't want to be so far ahead. So, matter of fact, I'll go back.
No. Go ahead.
No. I'll go back and I'll start.
I mean, I'll get caught up, honestly, because
I'm like,
you've already seen it.
Maybe the first.
I can't stand you. I cannot.
I don't know if I'm going to the first episode.
Anyway, okay.
But I'm not done with season 1. So I got to finish season 1 and I can get on to season 2.
Okay. Have you started watching Black Lightning yet?
No, I haven't watched Black Lightning since the first season.
You have to.
It was so cornball to me in the
But see, the thing is, and I had to
listen. I still see him as Scooter.
You know what? And you know that's fine.
He's forever Scooter to me.
But you know when I interviewed him,
chasing after them.
But when I interviewed him at the DC back in 2018, and he got a kick out of being called Scooter. But when he sat down and I did the interview with him, you literally see the comic book fan in him.
Where is this interview?
It's on here. I'll show it to you. And let you listen, because part of the time I had the camera on him, and then part I had to put it down.
Did you publish it?
No. It was for Blerdicorn. So I still have the raw data, raw footage. Plus I interviewed a few other people too. Cast members from Flash, Arrow, Supergirl.
Okay. I never liked Supergirl.
Supergirl, yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? We gotta get to our download because we done already wasted like 10 minutes.
Well, darn.
I watched.
You notice she's getting used to interrupting me in the middle of my stuff, right? You realize
the original
rude
Superman. The original Superman.
George Reeves. Yeah, George Reeves was the black and white. Christopher Reeves was the second one.
I'm talking about the movie, not the show. Not. I'm talking about the one that everybody knows. Christopher Reeves, the one from the 70s or 80s or whatever.
It was the 80s. Yeah, Christopher
was it
Reeves.
80s?
Christopher Reeves. Yeah. Late 70s, early 80s.
Listen, I didn't even bother watching Superman 2. I went straight to Superman 3 after the first one.
Why didn't you watch 2?
Because I wanted to see the one with Richard Pryor.
Figures. It figures. I was like, yeah.
Because I don't think I had never seen Superman 3. That was my very first time seeing it.
But did you see 2?
I've seen 2, yes.
Okay.
I just didn't watch it. I didn't go back and revisit it.
Mm.
My eyes are still vomiting. Like, I can never get that time back of my life. Okay, and I don't see how people can say that these movies are so good.
No, they say they're classic. I'm going to say they're campy.
Oh my
God.
God.
But remember, that's...
It
okay, but remember...
Even the plot sucked.
But remember,
who would believe that Richard Pryor is a computer programmer?
Okay, but look at the time period. Look at the time period. Look on the time period. Look how everything was. Okay, back then there were very few movies that were worth a damn. Okay, we already know that Superman was not one of those because they were just trying to get it out to get that quick money because of the S on the chest. They did, but I see why they did it. I don't agree with it because, like you, I watched it and went, "You really wasted all this talent. The story could have been way better. Even if you just put him on as comic relief, that's fine. But someone else could have filled this role, had him as an extra person in the group, and then that would have built that dynamic where you got Superman talking to this guy. They are both computer geniuses, but you're focusing on him, and Richard Pryor will be the goofball who's always got things to say."
I mean, I get it. I love it. The role was iconic for the time. You know, because they could have had him cleaning toilets.
Oh, God rest his soul. That man trailblazed. But anywho, like you said, we're getting off the beaten path. We have to do our download. So Angie's going first. What's your download?
What I'm talking about.
What's your download?
I'm talking about my Looney Tunes World of Mayhem. I'm doing good, y'all. I'm in an alliance now. I'm big time, man. When I tell you, she has been fully distracted with this game. And I love it.
When I tell you she has been fully distracted with this game, it is unbelievable.
I cannot wait for Marvel's game to come out in January. I've been waiting for a game to start that I can play from the beginning. I'm telling you right now, I loathe all of the players in Looney Tunes World of Mayhem who are already on level 59 and got everything maxed out because they've been playing since the beginning. I hate y'all. Okay? I hate when I load my crates and I go to sleep and I wake up in the morning thinking, yeah, I'm about to farm my crates. No, because y'all motherfuckers that came and stole my shit and jacked it through the night. Then I got to go deboing crates from other people so I can try to build my tunes up.
My God.
I just want to say a big shout out to my alliance, Finn's Dark Side. We got a few more spots if y'all want to join us. We bomb as hell.
Oh my goodness.
Our fearless leader, Miss Finn, is great. And I'm just so happy that they welcomed me in. Unlike my last alliance, no one spoke to anyone. They didn't offer any help or any assistance. And I've been able to advance more with my gameplay, you know, since I'm actually a part of a team that cares. Not just about, you know, advancing in the games themselves, but they reach back and they help others. So, you know,
that's always a good thing.
It is a great
gaming communities that are solid and they understand that not everybody is on a certain level.
is
So there are people who help out. Now there are some gaming communities where they're trash. League of Legends.
Oh, I started Raid.
What do you think?
That shit's confusing as hell. Like, at one point, I was just logging in every day to collect my booty. And
Did you?
I don't even know. You stopped and you didn't answer my questions.
Okay, half the time you ask me questions, I'm in the middle of something, so it's not.
Okay,
I do
you
apologize.
Can come back later. I know
you know,
have
and
like.
That's fine.
I know you get in bed at night and you have like 5 minutes before you handle your business, before you go to sleep, that you can pick up your phone and say, "Okay, I saw that you asked me a question about the video game."
Okay, I will tell you this straight up when it comes to this. One of the easiest ways.
What level are you on, first of all?
Honestly, I don't remember.
Do you play it every day?
Not every day. It's every other day, but okay. I do collect my rewards, and I also will upgrade my weapons and my armor, and that levels you up too.
Okay, so
you take the gold, you buy the weapons, or you get the weapons and you upgrade them, and then that actually increases your level. Also, going to the dungeons and just playing and just fighting through. The easiest thing, if you're not really much on picking who goes where, just do an auto duel. It will actually let your team fight. And whoever...
Here's a result from search.
I don't need your opinion. Doggone phone.
So you can auto duel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You can do it like 2 times fast, so you're not sitting there waiting for somebody to go, No, they're going, ah! If they win, they go on. If they lose...
I do it on 4 times in my World of Mayhem, so...
All right. Well...
Yeah. And also, I'm a beast in the arena. Thank you.
So
to Unstable Gamer for all the tips. I'm sorry I haven't been watching your videos. A bitch been busy.
That's all right. I'm pretty sure he remembers. But my download is I actually met somebody who has been a lifelong Blerd.
Yay.
And they're going to their first convention this year, and they are 35 years old. I have to tell you guys, y'all, if you've seen my videos and you've heard me talk, you know my enthusiasm for conventions has always been high. And here lately it's dropped simply because I see that a lot of the people have expectations before they go into these conventions, and instead of just being open-minded and going into it. And unfortunately, they come in with these big convention concepts, and it's going to be on this level. And when you go to a local con, maybe one for the first time, and it's a small convention, and it's not what they thought it was going to measure up to, then they're really critical about it. They talk about how bad it is and everything. And I've had to...
But you have to crawl before you walk.
True, and I agree with you. And I've had to explain that to them. If you've never gone to a convention, you're going to a small one, don't have a big convention mentality going into a small one, because you're going to be critical.
Don't expect San Diego Comic Con.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. If you're going to a gaming convention and it's at a local college, don't expect to be on the level of Gen Con. It's been doing it for 30, 40 plus years.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Gen Con is nothing but one big gaming convention in Indianapolis. It happens 4 days in August every year. So my hometown has a gaming convention, but I don't get to go. And the reason why I don't go is because if I go to Indianapolis for a gaming convention and I don't see my parents, oh, that will be hell to pay. So I need to have a week before that happens so I can say, hey, Mom, hey, Dad. Good. All right. They've been touched on. All right, great. Wonderful. So he's going to our local anime convention here called NekoCon, which I always enjoy. It's a small con. 3,000 to 4,000 people, but it's
gonna make fun about the 2 black families from Indiana. But I'm gonna leave y'all alone.
You know what? I hope that pen runs out of ink with your creepy self. Anyway, but he was really excited when he found out about it because he didn't know. He thought that all the conventions happened elsewhere. I said no. There's at least 10 cons that happen here in Virginia alone from January to December, and the look on his face. The excitement on his face, it really rejuvenated me because I was like, wow, that's how I looked when I went to my first convention in New Jersey years ago. It was a comic convention. I don't remember the name of it, but it was small and I had a blast. But
awesomeness.
If you've never been to a con...
I've never been to a con.
Well, you need to come. Actually, you should try coming to NekoCon first weekend of November. No. Why not?
Because I got shit to do.
Everybody got shit to do, but you can come for a day. One day. You buy a 1-day badge.
Is it free?
Of course it's not free. They got to pay for it.
I ain't coming there.
You know what? See, it's amazing. People will pay for all this other stuff, and they don't get anything from it. But heaven forbid you go to a convention and you actually could create memories.
I don't have any plans for a convention, and...
You don't have to have plans for a convention. It's not just go.
No. because I have stuff coming up. The holidays are coming, so I have things that I'm working on for Miss Angee Eats.
Okay.
And I won't be available to go to a convention.
Okay.
Because I'll be testing recipes and shit in my spare time.
That's fine, but if you've never been to a con,
that ain't the one I want to go to.
Oh, do you know?
Let it go. Let it go. It's okay.
So which one do you want to go to since you want to be all being prepared and whatnot?
I told you.
Re-enlighten me.
Are you serious? Did you seriously forget?
No, I didn't forget. I said re-enlighten me. I mean, like the rest of us, because there are people who haven't heard you before.
Haven't heard me what?
On the podcast. So tell the audience what convention you want to go to. I know what it is. Tell them.
I want to go to your convention.
Blerdicorn?
Yes. Of course. Why would I not want to go to that one?
I never said you didn't, but they need to know. So
we already talked about this like 2
But
podcasts
once again,
ago.
we also got new subscribers. New subscribers.
Speaking of new subscribers, there's levels to being a Blerd.
Okay.
And I actually met a black nerd who had never heard the term Blerd. He asked me, well, what is that?
You're kidding.
What derogatory word?
Wow.
The epitome of you.
Wow.
That's what a Blerd is.
Wow. And that's not...
You are a Blerd.
But that's not the first time I've actually heard that word used and people thought of it as a derogatory term.
No, I was really thinking of the derogatory.
No. That, bro,
I was thinking of the N-word.
I know what you were talking about.
In my head.
I know what you was talking
about. Not Blerd.
I know what you were talking about. However, that actually brought up that, I've heard that used in a derogatory way before.
I've never heard it.
But the people who were doing it, they were stupid. And folks like you and I who have been lifelong Blerds.
It's levels to Blerd.
There is. There really is.
We need to break this down.
Okay. This is going to be interesting, y'all, because we're coming off of the fly on this.
Because let me tell you about the Geiger counter just be steady on his end of the Blerd spectrum. Now, mine is just like a little bit of static. It's
so you're trying to say mine is radioactive?
And over his is like,
so many times she has said, if y'all could just look into his office and see what it looks like. And I go, this was over years for me.
It doesn't matter.
It's over years, but see,
it's massive. It's a lot. It's level. It's definitely levels to being a black nerd.
So let's try and define those levels. Okay, because there really aren't definitions out there per se.
No,
so
there is not a
single. There's no lexicon for Blerddom.
No,
so
absolutely not.
So we can create one. Okay, so how about this? Level 1.
Me.
Define you as a level 1 Blerd.
I would be that person that can blend in society. Like, you'd have to be real astute to being a Blerd to pick up on my nerdness.
So would you say that level 1 is a Blerd chameleon of sorts?
I would say yeah.
Okay, because you're able to, like you said, to blend in.
I can blend.
You can go into the flow of society.
Yes.
And become one with whatever particular group or
absolutely
or anything like that.
Yep.
I can see that. So
level
I'm
1, just fabulous.
So we're actually writing this down. And my flower broke. Son of a gun. My flower. All right, it was broken anyway.
A flower pen.
Hey, it works. So level 1. So that's a chameleon. All right, level 2. I would
describe a level 2 Blerd as my baby daddy. Because
so he's your Blerdy daddy.
he knows like a lot I wouldn't know exactly what to call him. He doesn't look like your typical Blerd. Doesn't behave in that fashion because he doesn't go to conventions and cosplay.
So he would fall into the chameleon. Because, only in the instance that he can blend in.
Because the chameleon would be more like a novice. I guess I would be more like a novice, and he would be more like the chameleon.
Okay, so we'll redefine that. So level 1 is more of a novice.
We're working this out.
Yeah, we're literally writing this down. 2 would be chameleon. 3 would be basically a Blerdy daddy or a Blerdy mama.
No, the Blerdy daddy. Blerdy mama. Someone who is very versed, who very knowledgeable. Excuse me, like a walking comic wiki, but doesn't participate in all the goodness that is.
True. I can see that.
Yeah.
And so level 4, I would classify as a professor. I would classify as a professor, and why? Because
as a pro,
on that level,
professional.
Nah, just call it professor.
A professional.
The reason why I say that
because cosplays, who goes to conventions, who just has a check in every box.
However, a professor can also be the type of person who has knowledge of other fandoms as well as the one that they are solely involved in.
Well, see, that would be baby daddy.
Well, yeah, but also being able to teach others about that as well. Because let's face it, we have some who have all that knowledge and all that wisdom, but they're stingy. They're really close-knit with what they know. And unless they're interacting with somebody that knows what they know, they're really not going to volunteer. I've run into those people before. Unless there is a keyword or key phrase that brings it out, you won't know jack. And I have coworkers that are like that too. I actually started working, and when I started putting up my...
I guess I'm like that. Because I don't really have a lot. I don't think there's really only like one person in my village that actually knows what the freak I'm talking about.
Who, Queena?
Nick.
Sorry, baby. I was trying to give you some points here. I was trying. She gave me points because I was trying.
No.
Okay. But
I'm thinking Nunu is probably she.
Yeah, you're right.
She picks up, and we laugh together. She would be like a chameleon too. Okay. She would be like a novice, like a chameleon. She knows a little bit about everything.
You see, me, I'm like I can take that mantle of being a professor because not only have I been a part of it, but I like telling people about it and introducing them to different aspects of it. Now, number 5 is one I'm well versed in. The Fanatic.
Okay.
Fanatics have their particular fandoms. And they are so passionate about it that it becomes obnoxious. They live it. They dress in it. They breathe it. But don't breathe in them because they tend to not take care of themselves on a hygiene level. And I've come across a couple of them, unfortunately. Just bags of funky corn chips that they want to have a conversation with you. Nice people when you're talking about what they want to talk about. Right. But anything other than that, it turns into a scale war because they're not interested. They don't want to talk about it. It's garbage. And
you get like that sometimes.
No.
Yes,
no,
you do.
No, I don't. I don't disparage anyone who likes different things.
No. When you want to talk about a particular thing.
But see, there's a difference though. If I want to talk about a particular thing, okay. But I'm not averse to talking about multiple things.
Yeah, but when you get on your damn soapbox and you want to like...
I know you ain't tripping. You about that too.
I'm very diverse.
Okay. You're diverse on a soapbox. What? When you get on yours, listen, you can be.
Don't be trying to flip shit around.
No, I'm just stating a fact.
It's not a fact.
It is. Okay. Prime example.
One thing.
When it comes to Game of Thrones, I can't compete with you.
We don't even talk about Game of Thrones anymore.
There's no point. Why? Because
the whole reason why I wanted to do this podcast was talk about Game of Thrones.
But guess what? I realized my level.
You know what we could do? We could go back.
See, this is what I deal with,
and we could watch the whole. We could watch the whole series.
Okay, This is what I'm talking
and then
about.
review it.
You see this, right?
Review the whole series.
You see this, right? I cannot compete with her on not only on her level of the show, but she's read the books.
I would also like to review the prequel that's coming out.
You realize we're still talking about our list, right? And you just proved the Fanatic. You literally just proved
the Fanatic. But no,
when it comes to Game of Thrones, that is your wheelhouse.
It is.
That is your wheelhouse.
But I mean, I like sci-fi,
and I understand that.
So,
and me, I'm more.
There are other shows that I like.
Okay.
You know, that I talk about,
and it's because of you. There are a lot of sci-fi shows that I didn't even know existed that I started watching. There's one called The Expanse. I'm really interested in watching that. Mm-hmm. That's on Sci-Fi. Mm-hmm. But you've mentioned other shows too that I'm really curious about. I think you're the one who told me about Dark Matter. Yep. I found out about Dark Matter from her, so I'm watching that on Netflix. And that's been really crazy though. But see, I
start those series and I don't. If it doesn't if I'm not all in it by like the third episode.
So you're conditional?
No, it's like, a show has to catch me.
But not all shows are going to continue. There's an ebb and a flow with all shows.
I understand that. I'll go back and revisit it later.
You should have seen the look on her face when I said the ebb and flow. She looked at me. I know this.
I do. I mean, I understand that. Like, the last time I was able to watch a show and couldn't believe I had sat through 5 hours was what was that one show? The Carney show?
Oh, Carnival Row.
Carnival Row. I
still got that on my list to watch.
You suck.
Dang, really?
Yes.
I've got lots of other shows. The one I really love watching when I get a chance and I've got all the seasons is Torchwood, which was the spinoff from Doctor Who.
Okay.
And I love it. It's gritty and it's dirty and people die and I love it. It's still along those lines. That's actually a show I think you would get a kick out of, but you had to be in a certain mindset. So we're both fanatics in our own way and different subjects, but those are particular people on one side of the spectrum. That's all they care about.
Right.
That's all they focus on.
Right.
I know people that were Kingdom Hearts fanatics. I mean, they literally dressed up like the main characters.
Because I'm a big MCU fanatic, but I don't like.
Oh my goodness.
You know who I don't like. You know who my least favorite is, right?
No.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Captain America.
I've probably seen like a half of a Captain America movie.
Okay, and that's fine.
I don't like Captain America.
But also,
I was like, what?
But we talked about this before, though.
Why he here, Ike?
But see, if I could find a poster of Isaiah Bradley as Black Captain America, that would be on my wall.
I just don't like Captain America.
Understood.
He sounds awesome as Tony.
Bruh. I knew there was going to be a slide on that one. Okay. So we have the Fanatic. That is.
I don't like Black Widow either.
Okay, we agree. I don't like what they did with the character. I don't like Scarlett Johansson. You're a great actress.
I think it's her.
It's that.
I think I don't like that character because of her.
I don't like what they did with the character and adding her in there to me. And this has been my philosophy when it comes to new heroes. Use unknown actors. This gives them that opportunity to grow. If it's a name that you already know, then you already have a scale on how they should perform. Just like Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds can do anything. But he went from Green Lantern to Deadpool.
Deadpool's a better fit for him.
Agreed. But he bounced around. It was already an expectation, just like Chris Evans. Chris was Johnny Storm in the Fantastic Four movies. And then they turned him into Captain America. I liked him as Johnny Storm.
You're getting on another topic. But that could be a whole nother video.
Yeah, that's true. But you segue and I segue. So we go back to it. All right, so number 6.
Damn, how many levels are there going to be to this? I think that's enough.
We'll throw in one more. Oh,
because you want to throw in one more.
Well, level 6 is, I like to call level 6 the Gandalf. Because this person has...
The Gandalf?
Yeah, the Gandalf.
Really?
I don't want to say the sage.
Let me hear this.
Okay,
Let me hear this.
the Gandalf has experienced different parts of different fandoms. Dungeons and Dragons, movies, gaming, comics, conventions,
but
cosplay.
why Gandalf?
Because Gandalf is a wizard that knows everything.
Dumbledore is too.
Yeah, well, true, but I just chose Gandalf at that point.
So instead of doing a specific, why can't we just say...
How about Gambledorf? How about that?
A wizard. I like it.
So you want to call the final level a wizard?
A sorcerer.
Oh gosh, no.
A wizard.
No. How about a sage? A teacher.
I don't like sage because I don't like the color.
Oh my gosh! Only you would go. Only
because
you.
That's how shallow I am. Okay. My daughter is trying to throw me in an ugly ass sage dress for her wedding.
Oh my goodness!
Like I'm old.
Okay.
Put me in this old lady ass
I didn't
dress
know,
so drab ass color.
I didn't know
wash
that.
Me out.
I didn't know that using a particular word was going to be a trigger. I didn't know this.
Can you imagine me in green? Ew.
Okay, Angee. And I'm saying this in front of everybody.
Ew. Sage green. It looks like
Angee.
vomit.
Angee.
Or boo-boo.
Angee.
It's like a diarrhea boo-boo.
Angee.
Yes.
You look wonderful in any color. You need to stop.
I do not.
I disagree. Look
wonderful in sage green.
So we will call it a Wizardorf. Wizardorf. There we go. A wizard and a Dumbledore for Wizardorf. That is someone, and I've known people that were like that who have
a Dumbledore.
Some of them actually have white beards, so I guess they could classify as a Dumbledore.
Dumbledore.
But they have, and I've taken a lot of my wisdom from them, just things I didn't even know existed. Mm-hmm. It's just like I played Dungeons and Dragons in high school, but it wasn't until I started working for the store that I realized there are different RPG systems about different things. It really blew my mind.
You leave yourself open to ridicule all the time.
No,
I'm gonna let it pass because you seem
fine.
to be so passionate.
Ridicule
about
me, I don't care. Ridicule me, I don't care. I'm like Ben Grimm. My skin is thick as fuzz, so I ain't worried about that.
Thick.
Yeah, it is.
You still crying from getting your ass beat as a kid.
I hadn't even thought about that until you brought it up, so shut your ass up. Once again, trigger over here, people. We're having a nice discussion.
His trigger.
No.
Not mine.
Yeah, but you using my trigger, so that ain't cool.
Barely.
That ain't even cool.
Anyway,
with your sage, enjoy your sage green dress.
I ain't wearing that shit. Put me out the fucking wedding. Because I ain't wearing it. I ain't.
But I applaud. Wearing
it.
I applaud anybody who is pursuing their passion no matter what it is, because now in this day and age it's so easy to get into different things because there's so many people who are involved in it, and I'm just glad it's come to this point where it's not tough to be what you want to be or do what you want to do, because you can come find people that are like that. Like you go to a convention and find people like that, or you can go to a lot of colleges have gaming clubs, anime clubs, stuff like that. And even now,
it's out there.
Yeah, I just love how far it's come. And it's a lot more open. So like BlerdCon, Lord knows, we weren't sure how it was going to kick off, but that first year we had people left and right, and it's just getting bigger because the awareness is coming about. It's
going to be fabulous when I'm there. I'm just saying.
Oh my gosh.
The world ain't ready.
You're right, but they'll just have to deal with it when it happens. But I'm proud to be a Blerd. I'm proud to be a Blerdicorn.
Me too.
We are just two amazing Blerdicorns. We have our own
uniqueness.
We have our own interests. We have our own avenues. But I like how it comes together.
Yeah,
I like how it all comes together.
Yeah.
And different ideas inspire, because you never know what someone's going to talk about, and you're like, wait, I know what I can do. And I love that.
I think it's great to have opposing opinions as well.
I agree. Because you can't know everything.
Think we will never agree.
That's true. And that's fine. That's fine. But at the same time, I've learned some things from you.
Is Star Wars coming out? Are we going to go see Star Wars? We got to go see the Joker.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
We've been sleeping.
We've had things going on, sweetheart. So we've been slipping. We've been adulting. We've been adulting.
Adulting?
Yeah, you got graduate school coming up, boo.
Yes.
So my final word would be, if you think you're a Blerd, you probably are. And if you have an interest, pursue that interest. Go for it. Go for it. Find other people. Angee and myself, if you're not sure of where to go or what you're interested in, I'm pretty sure we know people that could point you in the right direction. I know.
I'm pretty sure he knows way more than I do, because I know him and my baby daddy.
I have been blessed to have met a lot of people on my journey.
That is it.
But I'm also big on promoting.
And my kid.
Exactly.
I think, okay, we have to have a 7th category.
Okay, well, you lead the way.
And that would be Dylan, who is a Blerd but doesn't acknowledge it.
Oh, what could we call that? The Phantom Blerd?
It could be.
We call it the Phantom Blerd.
It could be the Phantom.
I didn't think she would put her out there like that,
Listen, as we call know what a TARDIS is.
Oh, we call
anybody that knows what a TARDIS is.
I know what a TARDIS is.
You are a Blerd. You are a nerd.
And you can't see this in my office, guys. I have half a pendant. The other half is it's the TARDIS. My bestie has the other one. I have my own sonic screwdriver. And I have a Doctor Who calendar for 2019 that will never be opened. That shows all the doctors up until now. Yes, I am a Whovian.
I remember staying up late to watch Doctor Who.
Which one? Which one of the doctors?
You can only watch it and put on the cover on PBS.
Right. So, which one of the doctors were you watching? Because on the calendar, you can actually see the faces of all the doctors, from number 1 all the way to 13. No, the 12. 13 is Jodie, who has done a really good job. Jodie Whittaker.
Is that the woman?
Hmm.
The woman.
Mm-hmm.
I have not seen her.
She's done a really freaking amazing job so far. I haven't been able to catch any more episodes because the app I was using on my phone is gone. So
who was ever the doctor during the early 80s?
Early 80s, that would be... Okay. 1st, 2nd, 3rd. There's 3 rows. 1st, 2nd, or 3rd row?
1st row.
Okay, so you've got
the top row next to Doctor Who.
Okay,
the guy with the pipe in his mouth.
Oh, Mr. Troughton. That's the 2nd Doctor. Yes, I remember him. I've seen some of his episodes. I actually liked him.
Yeah.
But I've actually watched a little bit of everybody. I have to say that David Tennant on the bottom to the left.
Mm-hmm.
He was one of my favorites, and Matt Smith in the middle is my quintessential. I loved him.
In the middle with the hat?
No, on the bottom row.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But yes, we have now defined 7 layers of being a Blerd, and you can always revisit that. But before we go, I wanted to.
We have to do our this or that.
Yeah, we want to do our this or that.
You have to do it.
She got me. Okay.
I came up with the last one, I believe.
Okay. Well, that actually is pretty easy. I think it's going to be pretty easy for you.
Okay.
Watchmen or Carnival Row?
I can't answer that.
You have to.
I can't because I haven't seen the show.
Okay, so which one? Put it like this or that. Which one would you start watching first? Let's define that a little bit.
Watchmen is kind of dark for me, so I would have to say that I would had I not already seen Carnival Row, and I had to choose, I would choose Colonel Royal because I'm more of the
fantasy,
fantastical type of things. You know, the furs.
You see me, I would do the Watchmen because I was a big fan of the comic, as you can tell on my shelf, and I love the movie. The Watchmen
to me, it's kind of dark,
and that's what I like about it because from the perspective of what if superheroes were here but nobody wanted them around. Just I always like that.
It's interesting.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not even gonna do that one because you'll bust out laughing if I do.
No, do it.
Really? You really want me to do it?
Do it.
Okay, all right.
Do it.
Tony Stark or Dumbledore? You told me to do it. I told me to do it. You told me. I said I wasn't going to. Now you have.
Did you mean Dumbledore or did you mean Dumbledore?
Dumbledore.
Dumbledore.
Yeah, Dumbledore. Harry Potter.
Dumbledore.
Yeah, Harry Potter. Dumbledore. Yeah, Dumbledore.
Yes.
Dumbledore? Okay.
Yeah.
I would never thought you'd go that way, but
why?
Because you were such a fanatic.
I am, but see, because I would choose him over Tony because Tony is so technological and so futuristic, and it's just something about that.
That fantastical fantasy.
Fantastical, like Victorian age, almost like steampunk, kinda.
I wouldn't go on steampunk, but I get what you're talking about. The Victorian
mechanical type of.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Because it's magical, but it's like simplistic.
Mm-hmm.
They don't
it's
have
modern,
cars.
but it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, I got that. Okay. Yeah. All right. One more.
Excuse me.
Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool or nah, I'm not gonna do that.
Do it. Do it.
Okay.
Do it.
Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool or Chris Evans as Captain America.
Deadpool. I don't like Cap. And it ain't the actor. It's that character.
Okay.
Because to me, he's a super...
Was his portrayal a bad one?
It's not even his portrayal. It's just... I never understood Captain America. Even, from like comics. Like, what the hell is his... What is his superhero-ness? He's the... he got... stuck in time, and I never understood Captain America and what made him so great and why he got to be the leader. He ain't shit compared to some of the other.
And see, unfortunately, a lot of that has to do with how he's portrayed in the MCU, and that's one of the things I have a problem with the MCU because there are certain characters that are portrayed. And
even with this one, and I always thought them little wings on the head was stupid. Like, why?
Well, to be fair, he was made back in the 40s. So, back then, they thought they couldn't put an eagle on him, so they put the wings on to represent, freedom. But I didn't make them. It's fine by me. That's why
I love Deadpool. I like Deadpool because he's crass and he curses and he drinks and he fucks, and I just love him.
Again, the way the MCU portrayal, but I get it. Because there was a time where he was not that guy that joked. He was just a straight up assassin who said nothing.
Right.
And he was a badass. And
he still is a badass.
I mean, he still is now, but they had to throw something in there. They changed him up a little bit.
I think that Ryan Reynolds' version of Deadpool was a good game.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds fits the role.
Yeah.
He fits
I didn't like his Deadpool in the X-Men origin for Wolverine.
Nobody did. That's why.
I didn't like
that's why they shot him up in the second one.
I didn't like that shit at all. I was like,
all right,
really, dude?
Yeah.
I thought it was hilarious that he shut his mouth up. You know, he took his speaking ability away when he souped him up in X-Men.
But with that being said, that ends our this and that. And we're going to come to the end of this broadcast, this episode. We want to thank you guys for supporting us.
Absolutely.
Thank you for letting two Blerds just do something completely out there. We are working on our next venture to put our podcast out there. I can't give you a timeline exactly when we're going to be able to do that.
It's coming. We's working on it. He worked a lot. He had to do adult things.
Yeah, but those
I'll be home baking cookies.
But those adult things open opportunities. So
I'll be home baking cookies.
Well, she ain't brought me any cookies, so
I want some milk and cookies.
Anyway, but we're working on big things. Now we are going to be doing another. Well, I won't say another. The first one. We're going to do our first video podcast here real soon, and we're working on make sure we got our shirts and our cups, so you guys can see us regaled in our Blerd regalia, and we're going to have fun. If you have an idea, guys, if you want us to talk about a particular topic or show or anything, hit us up on social media.
Yes.
Hit us up. We want to be able to talk about things that you might be interested in. And we can come up with plenty of topics, but you guys are the reason why this podcast continues.
Yep.
And we thank you for that.
Thank you.
We appreciate y'all so much.
Appreciate you.
So on that last note, with that being said, I will say as I always do, stay nerdy, stay geeky, and as always, stay sexy.
Happy eating.
You take care, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.